Okay, I'm out in Acworth doing a customer's client vehicle. This is Mitsubishi. So when the weather gets hot, you can always try to arrange to have them bring the vehicle partway into the garage. So when you start the job, if you can, put a piece of uh, moving covering blanket under the head of the headlights. So when you do the oxidation removal, the fluids, it doesn't get on the garage. I mean, they can wash it off, no problem, but it's just being neat and presentable and professional. Okay, so this is how we're going to start off. Now, the car here, the headlight on the front of this vehicle, the hood has chip paint. So there's chip paint. So you may not want to put tape on that. So I explained to the customer I'm not going to put tape on because of that. And so here we have is a vehicle where he attempted to do the headlight restoration himself and ran into a bit of a problem. So we're going to resolve that for him. Okay, so we'll get some before shots and afterward, and we'll get started. Move that from up under the client's vehicle. And now we're all done. So it's a Mitsubishi Outlander. Okay, nice. And there's the after. Alrighty, this is Neil, keeping it real. Another satisfied customer. Alrighty, so there it is. 4680. Say goodbye to the customer here. Okay, alrighty, so there it is. 2460.80, $80 in about an hour's time. See them all dirtied up, so I'm just leaving from the customer's job. So this is money you guys can make, if you get into the mobile headlight business restoration. But you need to learn everything you need to learn, avoid the liabilities and the landmines that you can run into. Alrighty, so on my way home. All right, so today I finished a job out in Acworth. That was a Mitsubishi Outlander. So I did a pretty good job on it. So what did I learn about that job? Or what did I learn from the job? Because even I'm still learning. It doesn't matter how expertise or how long you've been doing this, doing mobile headlight restoration, you still learn. And so the little bit of a thing I've picked up was that the paint job you could see the chips on the paint on the hood. And so I didn't want to put tape, I would say. I didn't want to put tape around the fender of that hood over that headlight. Because when you finish the job and then you go to pull off the tape, you might pull up that paint. And it did happen to me before, but fortunately the client that I was doing was a friend. He was a good friend. So he was able to, he understood the car was old and it was already chipping and, so he understood. So I kind of dodged a bullet on that one. But when you're dealing with clients that you don't know, when you're dealing with paint, you see that, you see the paint is bubbled up on the paint and, some paints is cracked. You got to be careful that you don't put tape on there. So I told the client, I'm not going to put tape on the headlights because of those discrepancies I saw in his paint on the hood of his vehicle around that headlight. However, the bumper didn't have that issue. So I failed to put tape around the bottom part of the headlight, which was the bumper. And so the wheel did kind of touch, I did kind of scratch a little bit of that edge around there. But it wasn't really bad, but it was noticeable. So he saw it and he said, no problem, I'll take care of it, So, but I learned from that, okay? So if you see the fender on the hood and the paint's kind of bubbled up or it has chips in it, you may not take that. But if you look at the fender, if the fender looks excellent, there's no chipping, there's no bubbling of the paint, you could probably just put the tape around the bottom part of the headlight, okay? So that's just something for me to pass on to you guys in case you ever run into that, okay? But nonetheless, it was a good job. Uh, you can see the before and after. It was excellent. He was very pleased, very pleased. And you'll find that certain areas that you do your headlight restoration jobs at, you'll be going to that area repeatedly. So sometimes you'll know where your customers will be coming from. So make sure that when you do start off, get registered on Google Map, which is my Google. So rather Google My Business. So you just put that in the search engine. So register there. If you have a Gmail account, you will have a account to register on Google Map. Alrighty, and yeah, once you do that, you'll have people finding you locally, and you'll be able to get those calls.